Today the topic is total message order. So first we have to know the definition of total order. So to explain this, consider two processes Pi and Pj and a pair of messages Mx and My that are delivered to both the processes. So what is total order means? Pi is delivered Mx before My if and only if Pj is delivered Mx before My. That is, both the processes should see the message order in the same order. So to implement total order, we have two algorithms. One is centralized algorithm, the other one is three-phase distributed algorithm. First, what is centralized algorithm? So here we have the central coordinator. The processes cannot communicate with each other directly. So they cannot multicast the message to group members. So he send a message to coordinator first. Then the coordinator distribute the message to group members. So the process is explained in three steps. First, the process is sending a multicast message to the coordinator using the primitive send m of I, g. When a message arrives from Pi at the coordinator, he send the same message to all the group members. When the message is received by the group member, he delivers the message to application. So this is called centralized algorithm. The central coordinator distributes the message to all the group members. So what is the disadvantage of this method means? Single point of failure. If the coordinator gets failed, then the overall communication gets failed, and moreover overhead at the centralized server. The second algorithm is three-phase distributed algorithm. So here both the sender and the receiver goes through three phases. So for example, if the sender wants to multicast a message M with the tag, he can use three primitives: send, await, send revised timestamp, await proposed timestamp, then send final timestamp. These three are the primitives. First the sender send a revised timestamp to all the processes. Then he is waiting for proposed timestamp from all the processes. Once he get reply from all the processes, he send a final timestamp to all the processes. This is the three phases which occurs at sender process. So the same thing happens in the receiver process also. So how the final timestamp is decided means, it is by using the function max. We have to collect all the timestamp from all the processes, then you have to increment, you have to consider the maximum value as the final timestamp. To implement this algorithm, we use several variables. In order to identify the message uniquely, we have the tag. Then to identify the sender, we have the sender ID. Then for timestamp, we have the variable timestamp. Then as usual, we have clock, priority. Then the three message types, that is revised timestamp, proposed timestamp and final timestamp. These three are the messages which are used by the sender. So using these three phases, we can conclude the revised timestamp, and it is distributed to all the processes. So that's about three-phase distributed algorithm for message order.